Hey folks, so we've got some more incredible news for this summer so far. We got our next batch of gravel. Yep, we sure did. And we are graveling the entire front lot. There's the pile I'm working on right now. There's our flagpoles. There's the 8x12 shed, power shed that we've finished up, other than actually moving all of the equipment in there because we haven't done that yet. But right now I'm working over by the solar panels and by the front end of the garden. Yeah, it's coming together. It's really, really hot, but you know, the work doesn't stop, and I've dumped a bunch of gravel and now I gotta smooth it out. Other than using the tractor here to try to move the gravel and get it somewhat flattened, honestly, this whole thing was raked by hand. It might look like a big gravel pad right now, but we have plans. You know, we have big plans for this, and give us a few years. Stick with us for a couple of years, you'll see. All right, so like I said, the next step here is to try and smooth out all the gravel that I just put there. So it's a hot one. I'm gonna get a drink, and then we're gonna go to town. Holy crap, it's hot. We got this area all done up. We've only got a small pile left over there. So we're gonna use that and try and fill in front of the panels and fill in the rest of this area here. I hate running this tractor when it's so hot out, because boy, that puppy puts off a lot of heat. But that gravel pile ain't gonna move itself. So now that we have gotten our yard all graveled, it kind of looks like Arizona. So we want to put some color into it, and that's always been the plan, but the transition always kind of looks bare. So just bear with us. So what we're doing today is we've got some big rocks. We've got an old trailer that we're not using. We've got a ton of topsoil, some potting mix, and some flowers. So today we're making a flower bed. So any type of raised garden bed or anything that is going to be sitting above the ground will always have water issues. And what I mean by that is that you'll have to water them. Unlike most gardens that would be in the ground, there's plenty of space for water to be available. In this type of a bed, the water that's contained in this bed is the only water these plants are going to have access to. And so what we want to do is create an environment that will absorb and release moisture over time. And the best way to do that is through sticks, some logs, things of that sort, because they do retain the water and they will release them over time. The second thing we need to do is be able to make sure that this drains so that it doesn't flood. So that's the first thing we're going to be doing. So I got my drill and I'm going to start poking quite a few holes in here. Okay, so now that we have our holes in our trailer, I've got to get this big boulder kind of positioned where we want so that the back end of the trailer will sit on that boulder. If we put dirt into this thing without putting something in the back, it might come between one of those. So we don't want that to happen, plus we think it would look kind of cool. So we're going to do that. Wish me luck. Okay, so the first thing we want to do, now that we've kind of got our trailer where we want it, is we're going to take these rocks, and we want to place these rocks over the holes that we've just drilled. Really, we want to do that so that the dirt, as it compresses and comes down, it doesn't plug up the holes. So we're going to take these rocks, stones, and just kind of randomly place them over the holes. So the next step is to put the branches in. So the next step is to add the bark. The next step is just to add a small layer of hay. And now that we have our layer of hay in, comes the fun part, and that is adding all of that topsoil. So what we're left with is this. So while Jen gets us some water, I want to kind of go over some of the flowers that we've gotten for this bed. We got a geranium here. We've got some petunias, some purple and white petunias, which I like the petunias and I really love that color purple. We also got some vincas, whoops, here. And this big guy back here is a Magellan. So having these out here is going to be very nice. It's going to be pretty and give us some color out here. So all of these flowers are annuals, which means they're going to die at the end of the season. But in preparation for next year, we're going to be planting some ornamental grass, some Johnny Jump Up, and some white walled gem aubrietta. So I hope I didn't just butcher that name. All right, so we're going to go ahead and plant those. Okay, so now that we have all of the annuals planted, we've got the perennials in the ground, now we're going to do the final watering and hope for the best. Hey folks, so thanks for joining us on this video. We're hoping that this flower bed here brings us years and years of joy. We'll certainly be keeping you folks up to date on how it's doing, and I am sure you're going to see it in quite a few of our videos as we go along on this journey. Well, thanks a lot for sticking around and watching. If you haven't hit that like button, go ahead and do that. Hit that subscribe button. We'll see you on the next video.